This is my micro first aid kit / EDC kit for mountain biking. It's made out of an Old Altoids container. It's small enough that I can fit it in my pocket and big enough that it can fit a lot of supplies to fix problems that occur while riding. The only thing that makes this EDC kit / first aid kit mountain bike related is that it has some patches for inner tubes and zip ties to keep my cables tighty. And also the fact that it's sort of a first aid kit, so if I do get a cut while riding or something like that, I can fix it. This is the story of how I created my Altoids first aid kit / EDC kit for mountain biking. It took a long time for me to figure out how to do it. Okay, it actually only took me like a night, but it had to start with an idea and work its way up to reality. It all started when I created my toolbox / Mr. Fix-It box. This was not bike dedicated. I like to fix stuff around my house and fix toys and equipment that I use or my brothers and sisters use, and so this helps me to do it. But anyway, inside the toolbox, I have a mini Altoids that was dedicated to tiny screws. And lately, in my head, I'd been wanting to create a mini tiny toolbox. So, I proceeded to dump out the contents of a bunch of screws that were in the box, and began to think about what I wanted to put in the toolbox / EDC kit for MTB. The stuff that I put in my EDC were super patches made by Park Tool, some matches, band-aids, butterflies, fishing wire, and a pocket knife. But then I also forgot to add some electrical tape, so I added that as well. Adding the electrical tape made me realize that this box was going to always be changing, and I was always going to be modifying it. So, in theory, it will never be complete and never be done, just like its name. The second step in building my EDC / MTB kit was to put everything inside the container. This took quite a bit of figuring out, but in the end, I was able to make things work. While I was doing this, I also realized that I had forgotten something very important: zip ties. So I had to go back into the kit and figure out a way to store the zip ties. The way I figured out how I was able to fix them in was by folding them in half and cutting off the excess so it would fit inside the box, and then securing the 4 zip ties with another zip tie, which worked really well. The third step was medicine, like allergy medicine and stuff like that. I wrapped it up in tinfoil just to make the medicine look nice. Then, last but not least, was matches that I cut to size and then used tape to hold them together. Oh, and also I put some hand sanitizer in the lid. This is actually really useful because you can use it to sterilize stuff. Also, sometime during the build, I added in some safety pins. To secure everything together, I just used an inner tube, which worked really well. The inner tube helped make it look stealthy. I like it. So, this is my EDC kit / first aid kit for MTB and outdoor adventures. It didn't turn out the exact way I thought it was going to be, but I really am loving this thing. One of my favorite things about this is that I won't neglect to take it anywhere, because it's so small. I barely notice that it's in my pocket. This thing is going to be constantly changing and evolving. I sort of like that and I sort of don't. But in the end, it's just a container with some simple supplies in it that looks really cool. I know this was a little off topic, but it's been raining non-stop. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. As always, my name's Ben and this is Bad Bikes, and I will see you in the next video. God bless.